Hello people, this is Barry, fair European Poktuber, and today we're going to take a look at what were my Pokemon investments for the month of December. No, it wasn't only this. You're going to see throughout the video what I bought, and I spent too much money. Even though, can you spend too much on Pokemon? I don't know if that makes sense. So I figured you would be more interested in looking at the cards than look at my pretty handsome face. And for that, you can always watch older videos. So, Surgeon Sparks. There's a story. Oh, by the way, I will provide you with supply data for everything that I will mention, apart from one single card that I don't have data for. And then I will talk about some future plans for the channel. Now, Surgeon Sparks, I bought 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all minty, case fresh. As a matter of fact, I got them in their original case. How much did I pay? 150 euros per box. And I'm happy about paying 150 because I will pop up maybe somewhere here the supply chart, and as you can see, the problem with Surgeon Sparks, I made a video on it, I will link you to it if you guys want to see it. The problem with Surgeon Sparks is that the supply stands at 200 boxes. So for 200 boxes of Surgeon Sparks, 150 is a great deal. I like the set. I do think it has the strongest SIR chase cards throughout the SMV era. Better than 151, possibly. I think it's pretty close to 151. I think it's that level of demand, and we're seeing it in the supply data. So that's why I was happy to pay 150, which is below market right now. In the EU, it sells for 180 euros, pretty much, and I know that in the US it's a $200+ dollars. So 150, happy about that, and there might be more coming in February. We'll see. And the supply data makes me very bullish. Now, for reference, as you probably saw, I don't know if you noticed, but the supply data started from 1200. That was the number of boxes available at pre-release, and that's usually, those are, standard numbers for every SV set so far. So far, what I've seen, what I've observed, was 1,000+ boxes before release, and then supply would slowly go down. Whereas for Surgeon, it just drastically went down. That was the only difference. What is that? Well, it is most likely it was demand, and we like demand. As you often say, demand is much more important than supply. That's why, once again, I was happy to pay that. And by the way, I think I'm gonna start I don't know if monthly for sure. I don't think I will do it weekly. Let's call it a series of Sword and Shield plus SV supply data for every set. And so I will try to go quickly throughout all sets and show you the supply data so you guys can keep updated with what is going on in the European market. And as I usually say, most likely the European market is a reflection of the American market. So if you're American, that is why you should be interested too, apart from watching being able to see my pretty handsome face and my sexy Italian accent. Now, these 2 boxes, which I think are great. So this is partially, I thought they were a good buy at the prices I bought them at. Plus, they are sick. They are sick. They almost complete each other. For reference, this is Starbirth. This is Time Gazer. If you're not familiar, this is one half of the Dialga half of Astral Radiance. It has the Dialga and the Machamp. Don't remember what other Altards are in here, but I'm certain there's the Dialga and the Machamp. And this is Starbirth, which is some sort of half of Brilliant Stars, and it has the Arceus and the Charizard V from Brilliant. So these are minty. They're extremely minty. I bought them from Igni TCG, a Belgian seller on Car Market. Great guy, 100 smooth transaction. It was very nice, and it was a pleasure to do business with him. So I highly recommend it, guys, if you want to buy. I think he still has one more of these, and then most likely he has something else. If you guys are interested, great guy, 100% recommended. So I bought, I think, pretty much 65, 70 euros each. Maybe more 65 than 70. And the supply data is pretty interesting. So for these ones, we are in the high 50s. for Time Gazer, and the price is about 75 to 70 euros. For these guys, we have pretty much double. So we have 110 boxes available right now on Car Market, and price is a bit lower, 75, 60. Now my thinking process was, and I'm happy to know what you guys think about it. They are Sword and Shield boxes that I was able to pick up for 70 to 60 euros. Okay, so fairly cheap. The English counterpart are moving higher. This, in my opinion, is the better half of if it only also had the Palkia or Astral. This is 100% the better half of Brilliant, Arceus, and Charizard. Now, these were not as much printed as, if I'm not mistaken, and I shouldn't be, as newer Scarlet Violet sets, even though we are seeing a very nice amount of demand for these newer SV sets on the Japanese counterpart. I have data to show you my claim is correct. Plus, from a box collection point of view, we have a Dialga and an Arceus. Okay, they look awesome. Why would you not want this 3, 5, 10 years from now, right? That was the thinking process, and they're minty AF, which I'm really happy, and that's why I bought them. So, as the seal section is over, here's the singles that I bought. Actually, just these guys and this right here. Now, this is basically me being, I don't know, it's investment wise and play wise, I could have saved it probably. What happened basically, I paid 69 euros, whether you believe me or not, shipped, and the market price right now in the EU is pretty high, in the 70s, mid 70s to 80. I see that in Japan is you can find this for real cheap, about 40 euros. Then when you add VAT, still it's cheaper than what the European market price fetches. But my thinking process also was, this is an Espion. The Moonbrion is 300 plus. How can this be so cheap? Now the market is going to be flooded with these. I understand it. That's why I would not classify this as an investment slash play. But I just like the card, and it looks like I'm going to keep it. Now these guys, on the other hand, are what I think is going to be a great play. Now, I bought those 3. I also had these 3. So right now I have 6 Iron Crowns, also known as Iron Kitties. And they're all minty. They're not PSA 10 candidates. You could try to gamble on some. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're minty. I don't have the confidence, especially, I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't really have the confidence saying these are PSA 10 candidates. But they're minty, pack fresh. These I bought for basically 150 euros shipped, so pretty much 50, maybe under 55, so pretty much 50 euros a piece. Here, the supply data, as you can see, the first week or 2 was hype around Temporal Forces, then it slowed down, and right now, while price, once again, that is very important, while price remains stable, as you can see, supply slowly diminishes. Now, the problem with this is there are still a couple of sellers with large supplies, so market death is still there. As soon as those sellers with a large supply basically sell out, this can easily be 70, 65, 70, even 80 euros. Pull rates wise, the pull rates make it worth it buying at 50 euros, as they're, I think, probably pulling an Iron Crown from a pack is 1 out of 700-ish, 750, which is good, because it makes it worth more than 50 euros. In my opinion, can be wrong, can be right. The data suggests it was a educated purchase to make, so I'm happy that I made it. And also, I think I'm going to start a format where I will eye out cards. I will record myself saying, oh, this is a good card. I will monitor the market. Sometimes I will buy it, sometimes I won't. I will not buy it because I do not have unlimited money, as I always say. I'm a mathematician. I can work with data. I can work with many things, but you need money at the end of the day to make some things. And I am broke AF, so I cannot afford anything that I want to. So with that out of the way, thank you for watching. Any questions? Let me know down in the comments. Curious to know what you think about the pickups. And I will see you in the next one.